So first of all, right, we start from the daily time frame basically because this is where we can see structure right now on the weekly and on gold. If you go to weekly, then you can only see candlesticks, and this is the current week. So we are in the daily time frame. Looking at the structure here, right, you can see this is the low, right, and this is the high, right. So basically we are pulling back, right. So we did have a fair value gap right here, let's just say something like this, and we also have like another block right here. It just depends on you how you draw your point of interest. I'm just giving you what I know, point of interest in the market, right. So this is basically like smart money way. And in this, you can, like, everybody has different preference. You can draw just the body to body, like body of the candlestick, the opening price or something, or you can take both the wicks and everything. It depends on like individual. So, and we have a fair value gap right here. As you can see, this candlestick pushed through, but it failed to close below it. The body is still inside the fair value gap, which means the fair value gap is still holding, right? Correct. Now, in my own way of trading, right? I already know this is a low, this is a high. So now I'm looking at key levels, form of like other blocks, support and resistance or whatever, but it's all different. Just the way I like to trade, just the way what I'm looking at, because everybody trades differently. So now looking at this, and I always have in mind that when we have a swing structure like the like just a structure, because basically this is a structure. Let me put this one here. So, and this is a break of structure, right? That's making a swing. So I always know once price pull back, the first push away is always like inducement or something, right? So which means I'm looking at this low, if we can buy a bit higher as an inducement for some point of interest, right? So now this is one. This is what I'm always having in my, like what I have in my head, my thoughts. And if I feed this area, this low to this high, right? He said below the 50%, you can look for buy opportunity. You understand? So I can see literally price tap into the 618, and it's rejecting. So I can literally say this is earlier buyer. You understand? This is going to be liquidity for the original move, right? This is what I'm thinking. So I don't know. Now, again, if I turn my chart to line chart, I can see my nearest key level is this one right here. You understand? I just put 1 day. Let me see. So it's okay, you don't have to catch every trade. That's why you have a system. You understand? So if this is my key level, I also want with liquidity. So this buying up, I would consider it as the liquidity, earlier buyers. You understand what I'm saying? Let me take out this line. So, like this. And yeah, fine. If I change my line chart, I feel this level, it's in a real good buying level, buying area, right? So I also have this in my mind. Okay, if it's in a good buying level, is it not like just earlier buyers or something? Of course, it's an earlier buyers, right? That is what I'm thinking, basically. So I will stick to my level right here. I want price to hit here before I will be comfortable in buying this. And looking at this little pullback and this buying, right? let's see the 4 hour. Do you see any market structure shift in the 4 hour? Right here, there is no market structure shift. You understand what I'm saying? Are you here? Are you here? Hello? Now your network with that? Hmm? Ah, okay, okay. So now, again, I'm here. Looking at this area where market they pull back to the upside now, right? What do you want to see? You want to see market structure shift, either from the 1 hour or the 4 hour. I'm going to fib this level again. Let's say price is rejecting our fib level, right? Correct. So now let's go down to where? Say below the 50%. So which means this area, right? Let me just shade this area right here. What do you want to see? You want to see a shift in market structure. You understand? To get along for the buying opportunity. Now, let's work the structure out from this 4 hour. We have a low, a lower low, a, a higher low, and a lower low. A lower highs and a lower low, right? Did you see any uptrend yet from here? Correct. Okay, now go to the line chart. Now, correct. Now go to the line chart. You see a break of structure there and a break of structure here. And you can literally see there is a high here and there is a high here. You understand? Which means this market is likely to push down more, right? And looking at this, if I feel this level like this, I know because of FOMC today, price is push above. Look, now I'm showing you something here. Because of FOMC today, that's why this spike occur, right? On a normal, usually, you see this push back after this change of character right here, right? Let me label it. Market structure sheet. Are you seeing it? This pushback was just into a current order block that is supposed to push market to the downside and aligning with our fib. You see, but because of the news, that is why this market spiked up. You have to know that when there is news, market is always hunting liquidity, not TS. So all those highs are liquidity. That is why market went higher. So now, with that being said, we now have a market structure shift, a break of structure right here. Right? You see what I'm labeling for you? We have a break of structure right here. So now, back to the line chart. This is a key level of this break of structure, 4 hour. So, and if I also fib this level, remember the first one we fib, price was rejecting off that Now I'm going to change to candlestick. Price was rejecting the 618, I mean, right? On the first one, it was rejecting the 618. Good. Now, look at the other one. We also fib right now. Where is the 618? The 618 is right here, right? So I'm going to show you something, right? That you will also look at. So now this is the 618 of this level. You see, when we measure the first, let me take this one back to this one. One. No, it's just the same. I just turn on some number and then turn them off. It's just the same. So now, so now, do you know how Fibonacci works? If this entry was like from here, so you know the overall take profit is 20 negative 27, which is, I don't use 27, I use the 309, negative 309, negative 618, and negative 936. This is the last bus stop. You can see if this push will come to the last bus stop, where is here? Close to our point of interest. You see that? Now, correct. Now, watch. We were rejecting the, where is the first candle? You see, that first candle was rejecting the 618, plus there was a point of interest around the 618, which this candle also rejected. Remember how we draw our point of interest? It could be top, it could be bottom, it doesn't matter. Which one ever it's rejecting. We can see it rejected these buttons. You understand? Right here. This first 4 hour rejected. Not like first 4 hour, like this 4 hour candle rejected that level. This is the thing that tells you that price is respecting our level, where I want you to look at my fib levels. 854, 73, and 618. Look at the other block I drew from here. You see how it aligns? So those are just confluences. Now, and of course, I use lines most times. I don't use zones. I'm just showing you like using the zones and levels. So now, when price traded into this area, it rejected. Do you know what you wanted to see? A shift in market structure to the downside. But unfortunately, it didn't occur. Why? Because of the news. You understand? But if you go to the 1 hour, let's go to the 1 hour. Look at that 1 hour. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at the 1 hour. So now it means that, let me take out the fib first. Here was the time price hit the level, right? Let's just look at line chart. You see, there was a low, a high that hit the line, there a shift in market structure, which means this could have been the shift in market structure. But of course, because of the FOMC, everything went like sideways. That's why you don't trade on news so most time, except you already know what the market is doing. For example, trading this news today, you can just wait for this liquidity to be grabbed, because market is like, when there is news, market is always hunting liquidity before going to the original direction. So you can just wait for this high to be taken and take the entry. But that is not what I'm teaching you yet here. So now, that was the 1 hour. We didn't get like complete change of character, but after the news, market now slowed down, but break structure, right? Which means breaking this structure, and this will be an inducement for this level. We need to pull back to where? To some kind of point of interest. Now we have the 618 of this level. Let me turn it back to this level. If you flip this whole level, We have the 618. If I just above the 50%, you know you are looking for your opportunity, right? Correct. It's just a break of structure. So now, where is it likely price will react from or retest? We have another block right here, right? It's aligning with our fib levels as well. So you can just wait for price to get to this area and see the reaction. Once, like some people take what is it called, confirmation. But if you don't want to take confirmation, you can just set your trade like this for price to run down to this level. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you want confirmation, as soon as price gets into this area, right, you want to see a shift in market structure to the downside, and you can enter off to the downside like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what you want to see. So that is why you just wait patiently. That's why I told you, like, oh yeah, I can see maybe market is setting up because of what I saw in the market today. You understand what I'm saying? This one, yeah. So basically, this is all. And before market shift structure, you can see London push this thing down to break this structure, and you could have just traded London back, like Asia. I think it was Asia session. Yeah, okay, London. So here I saw this trade right here, but when I saw the trade, right, remember I read candlestick. So first was from the 4 hour. I saw a rejection of this level right here, because market is always going to take like turn around from some point of interest. You understand? I saw a rejection of this level, and at that time price has already broken this structure to the downside. I said, okay, now we need a pullback. So liquidity was grabbed. After a rejection, liquidity was grabbed, price push higher, right? Remember, we read candlestick. You can see here, price push higher. You see that? This becomes a what? A market structure shift, right? So going to the 1 hour, there was. But then I was waiting for price to come back to at least this level, so I can buy this market up. You understand what I'm saying? To this our level right here. This is how you get it, but unfortunately, price didn't come back before the news. I was like, okay, fuck it, let it go. That's all. You can always master it, you can always know how to trade, but your patience, your discipline are like, if it doesn't come to your area, then let it go. Something like that. So this is it. At least you can buy it to somewhere here, but is it advisable? I don't know. What about if he doesn't want to pull back? To buy to this area is okay, because probably from there it will come down. You understand? This is it. That is the reason why you don't just, for you to catch a pullback. Now this is a 4 hour market pullback you want to trade now. Do you know that? So let's just say this is the high and this is the low. So for you to catch this pullback, right, into this area, you must have done something. You have to go down to the 1 hour. What is the candle saying? First of all, did you see any uh, continuation to the upside? You see this candle has not been closed above or breaking above. Nothing. Go to the 15 minutes time frame. What is the structure showing you? Nothing. Because structure, you can see in the 15 minutes time frame now, is basically a push, a down. Have we breaking this structure yet? No. You understand what I'm saying? So now, let me see in the 15 minutes time frame. So let's say if price did broke below this level right here. This is the 15 minutes time frame, right? Now wait to see what the price is going to do around this level. Then you can be thinking, okay, maybe I want to take a buy from here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is not even advisable, but let's just see. Let's see what the market is going to do, because we also need a reaction here. We have 5 minutes left for this candlestick to probably close of this 15 minutes. I don't want to go down more like those 5 minutes and stuff, but it's all right. So this is basically where I will be looking at, because looking at the 5 minutes chart, right, we can literally see price broke this structure from here. If I'm marking out, like for example, these key levels, and of course this key level that I just marked out, and this, if you go back to the line chart and to the candlestick chart, this key level was not retested. It's okay, but looking at this high, a low, a higher high, and this liquidity build, even here you will be thinking, okay, maybe price will swing back to this area, because clearly this is a whole lot of liquidity. You understand what I'm saying? This is a whole lot of, yeah, but price did one thing here already. After that so much liquidity build right here, price has already taken it out. You see that? When it took it out, look, price tapped into this level. Because it's very important to know that the nearest point of interest after liquidity is this one right here. So after price took all this liquidity, then close above this now. So you can see the next area is right here. That's why I said here. You have to be open to go through all different kind of time frames. You understand? Just for you to find out, okay, where market will likely take, like, reverse from or move away from or something like this. Look at the 15 minutes right there. After this liquidity, tap into this 5 minutes area, then here. This is, kindly some kind of area we are looking at right now for price to probably move away from. If I go to the 30 minutes, it's the same. Yeah. 15 minutes. So basically, around this level, it's a very good area for price. Yes. And again, reading the candlestick, I always told you, you can see this is a push down, and we have this inside bar. What did the price do? Price have traded down, take the low, take this low, and now if we can break above, we have already traded above this as a shift in market structure, and above this as well. This is just signs. You understand what I'm saying? This is candlestick. So you are waiting for price to pull back to this level now to take your entry from. Which one? This one right here. Bro, this is the main level, because this price is bearish for now. Until we break and close above this 4-hour level. You understand? Let's just say this 4-hour area, by the way, I don't even need to put that week. If we look, from the line chart right here, if we can break and close above this 4-hour high right here, you understand? Then you are not telling me that price has shifted market to the upside. For now, we are looking for selling opportunity. Do you understand?
Yes, no.
And watch out if you want to take a buy from this Asia session or something. Take this one out. What from here, I think the buy will be valid because we have already go down to the lower time frame. We have saw what market has done there, so we are just waiting for this area. By 12, from 12 now, you can see price will run into this area and we can take a buy. You have a demo account, yes? So you try, I don't know how long we're going to be here, but you try it out from here. We take a buy and stop loss right like this, then see how it plays out. See how it plays out. Ooh. What? If I have checked it. Are you asking if I have like do analysis on it? What are you asking? Hello. I said, what are you asking? Mm-mm. GBP USD. You see, because of news, it went all the way here, the way, and now we are pulling down. So now, let me see. This is the daily time frame. Let me just take this one out. So looking at this daily time frame, right? I just marked out this key level from the daily time frame perspective. This one right here. Then, because of what market did today, we rejected, multiple areas. We go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour. So now, what do I tell you? You always want to see a market structure shift from the 4-hour time frame, right? So now, looking at the 4-hour time frame, what can you see? You can see a break of structure, right? To the upside. And what is this? Correct. This is how you follow price. Now, looking at this area, this is a 4-hour area, right? That is your next area. But overall, this is the daily key level. You understand? This is a daily, correct. This is where I would like price to reach out to and probably continue if he wants to continue going higher in the daily level. So now, back to the line chart, looking at the 4-hour, the next area is here. You get me? The next area is here. Now, here is where can this market pull back to continue going down? Time, I have told you before, yes? Time, you see? Wait, this is the daily level from the daily perspective, but one day, and you have the 4-hour level on top of it right here. You understand? I spoke about time and price. Time is very key element in trading, in fact, in anything you do in life. So now, this being the 4-hour, I just have principles, right? At some certain time, if price get to my point of interest and react off that area, so because I mark this area out from the daily, right? You see, I put daily there. This is a shift in market structure, so I can pronounce it so you can see it very well. Because viewers, I just want to give you a quick source right here. Because I have marked this level out from the daily, right? And this is the 4-hour, yeah? I only want to see price reaction in those two levels, right? Which means, listen again, which means that, and remember, you see this level like this, it's also a key level. Don't take it away. This area right here that I just insteaded, it's also a key level, but we have this one, we have this one, we have this one. Any one price is reacting to. Because I marked this area out from the daily, right? I want price to trade there, and a 4-hour candlestick rejection is very important to me of this daily level. A 4-hour candlestick rejection is very important. Of course, here, the same as every other places, I want to see rejection of the first of candle. Let me just use that word, of candlestick. If price rejects that area, it tells me that okay, price wants to turn around. And I'm looking at the time, the exact time that I'm going to, and I already know the exact time that I'm going to participate in London session or in New York session. You understand? Because that area, price doesn't just do nonsense. Price will always get to that point of interest, react off, then give you a setup for market to continue going down. It's always about timing. So whatever we are doing, yes,
So the part that is them
yeah, yes, yes. Just like price tap into it, because this is going to be a buy candle, right? A buy candle. As soon as it go inside, then it reject, it fail to close, then it close like this. You understand? Then it tell me that okay, correct. As soon as you see that kind of thing, right? The only thing you are doing, you are now going down to 1 hour. In the 1 hour, you will see a market structure shift for sure. Or if you don't see a market structure shift, right? Because that 4 hour have already rejected that level, you are not waiting for 1 hour market structure shift. That's all.
okay.
Yes, that's all you need. No, wait, you can enter, but it takes a level of understanding. It takes a level of understanding. Very conservatively, I'm telling you what you will look for, what you can do. Do you understand? Close above or below. Then it's another good sign because basically that is an engulfing candle. It's a good sign to enter off the next candle. Yes. If price close below that first candle that rejected that area. Yes. So these are the level of understanding I'm telling you about. You have to have this kind of level of understanding for you to be able to take a trade like that without a confirmation of a market structure shift. Do you understand? It's simple as that. Now, looking at, eh? No. Looking at this price pullback, what we have a rejection of this area and we have this one that have taken liquidity. You know, taking previous day high or low or just taking liquidity, they are like, they are liquid, you know, they are previous day high and lows, they are liquidity in the market, right? So now you can see price has taken liquidity of that area. What do you want to see? You just want to see a shift in market structure, maybe from the 1 hour or whatever, 15 minutes or something. I'm just saying, you understand what I'm saying? Because you can see this is the last high and last low. Looking at this structure, you can literally see that price has shift structure to the upside. But is it going to work? We don't know. Yes, we have a market structure shift to the upside now in the 15 minutes time frame. Now, where is the A level that shift market structure? Right here, basically. There. You can see price has tapped into this area. And of course, this level is also a level, but we are waiting to see if this 15 minutes candle will reject that level. Then probably, just in the sake of liquidity, here is also liquidity. Either way, it doesn't matter. This two area is liquidity. If I go here, you can see this is a way liquidity build. Then we just came down now. So I'm not going to say take this trade like this or something, but yeah, this is looking good. Whether this first level or it doesn't matter, but yeah, this is also looking good. But then you have to put your stop loss below this low. This is 8 pips. Well, where are you targeting? This is just to this area of TP1. If it's going to work out, this is 1 to 2, I think so. Yeah, 1 to 2 point something. And TP2 to this 4-hour level. But how do you determine this TP1, TP2? Again, following the higher time frame candle like 1 hour, 4 hour to see if there is going to be a rejection of this level. If there is no rejection, then basically it might be coming off of this level. You understand? That is how you determine this TP and all of this.
Yes, sir.
So for the GU, you can see it has already tapped into this area and stop loss right here. And you can aim to target 1 to 2 first. And or more. Yeah, I'm here. So now GJ. Look at GJ. So again, start from the daily time frame. What you can see is basically we have a shift in market structure. Let me take this one to the downside, right? Can I just take all of this out now? It doesn't matter. How? You can see this candlestick have closed below this one.
Yeah.
So we have a high and we have a low, which means this is a pullback. But a pullback to where? That is one thing. We did have a daily level right here. 1 day. Right. And where is our liquidity? This previous day high is our liquidity. You see that? If this market can manage to trade into this area and we see 4-hour rejection of that level, then we know that, correct. So where this other 1 day level, and where you can see this will be a liquidity for this level as well. You see, because this previous day low and previous day high, they are liquidity. You can see it's not coincident. So if you take it there, this will be your target. And if price fail to react off this level, then we have other level down. You understand that price might be swinging down to. So GG has a very clear, like not like clear opportunity, but like a lot. If it's going to run down a lot, then yeah. So this is what we are looking at GA, and I say GA, GJ, and taking it to this kind of chart, you can see this is the last swing. You understand what I'm saying? Break of structure right here. You see that? Oh man. I say, looking at this daily time frame, you can see this is the last swing, low and high, right? This is a break of structure right here. So which means we need price to pull back and continue going higher. But once price starts breaking these daily levels, then we have another daily level, daily level, daily level, until in the last swing that broke overall structure. So now this is the last one that breaks this overall structure. So we want price to respect. If price fail to respect, then price is probably coming for this low as well. But now this is area. That's why if we change it to line chart, this is the closest area, and previous day low and previous day high are liquidity to these both areas to take trade from or to. You understand? So now go to the 4 hour. From the 4 hour, we want to look at the chart, market structure. You can see we have a low right here, a high. Price came here. What did he do? He pushed higher, right? A break of structure again, right? Now what did price do? Price has changed, break this structure to the downside, this structure to the downside, which means shift in market structure. So now you see this kind of low, low, and now internal structure liquidity for this overall daily level. You get? So going back to the chart, candlestick chart, we have what? A daily level right here, right? And we also have, look at this level. Price closed above it, you see?
Yeah.
So we are not really taking that. And beside that, there is no shift in market structure. You get? So back to the 1 hour and 4 hour. And if you look at this daily level, you can see you that is trading other block, there is another block aligning with that level. You see that?
Yes, sir.
So those are just other confluences. And if you want more levels, like regarding how I trade, this is the 4 hour level, and this is also a 4 hour level. But first, we have the daily level that is very closer to the liquidity. So I guess this is the one that price is going to use. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And in the 1 hour, you can see it's a clear POI, which is order block right there. So not be waiting that they rush for. In a week, you must see at least 2, 3 setup, 4 self even. So you don't need to rush. You wait for price to give you what you want see. So this be what we get for all of these 3 pair for the rest of the week or something. So it's very okay. Now your opportunity. It's just your opportunity. Now remember this GU. I tell you now we don't tap here already, so we need to push to the upside. And gold, let's see gold. Did gold really came back to this area? No, not yet. Because we have liquidity sweep into this area. So even if you buy the gold now, na know. But yeah, this should have been the entry right here after a high, a low, a higher high broke liquidity, then price came to tap into this area. You know, this should be your entry right there to go target that area right here. But unfortunately, we no fit. If he can pull back to this area, then you can take an entry. If not, probably we'll just keep on the swirl, the go until we get to this area. You can see this area, you see how it align with these two up close candle, which can become your order block. You see? But so it just be very thing where you just need to be precise, careful and do your thing jeje. Not be waiting that they rush for. So this is it. This is what we have for today, bro.